Some of the benefits of having a labor management committee in the workplace include being able to have open and frank discussions.
Labor and management collaborating together is a huge benefit to the agency.
It's not only possible, we do cooperate together in labor management.
It gives you an opportunity to have dialogue between management and between the union, and that's very important.
Since we formed the committee, the communication lines are open, very open.
Rather than having our separate issues, labor issues or management issues, we can come together as a team.
Anytime you're doing any sort of program administration or implementing a program, you want to have a feedback loop. You get that feedback in labor management.
To solve problems that are existing, at the work level, you need to have the input and the support of the people actually doing the work.
A lot of times management doesn't know what's going on within the rank and file or within each individual department, as vice versa, where a lot of times the union employees don't realize what stance or what's really going on in the management and the obstacles that they have to come up against.
Also provides us an opportunity maybe to better explain to the representatives, the reasons why we're doing certain things. That's not always apparent.
By working together and the employees seeing that we're working together, there's a greater sense of trust and confidence, that we are in this together.
Yep.
Working together works, plain and simple.
Although there may be a long-standing perception that labor proposes and management disposes,
Successful collaborators today know that a mutual partnership delivers more effective results for both labor and management.
experienced managers recognize that the best ideas often come from the people who are closest to the work.
And strong union leaders know that working on concerns and new ideas increases employee satisfaction.
Labor management committees provide an opportunity for mutual understanding. They are made up of a group of leaders from both sides who have agreed to come together to discuss workplace issues and generate new ideas. Labor management committee meetings give managers a forum in which to share the agency's direction, priority, and goals,
while allowing union members to voice concerns about operations, safety, and quality of life.
When representatives from both management and labor cooperate, the result is an empowered, more satisfied workforce.
Sound too good to be true? Rest assured that even if relations in your workforce feel strained now, there are tools and techniques you can apply to improve your collaborations and successfully address what we call matters of mutual concern.
Effective labor management collaboration requires two basic elements: structure and relationships.
All of the content covered in this series is designed around these two categories.
Structure ensures that there is a consistent framework for productive discussions to take place. Strong relationships keep those discussions positive and solution-focused. These video modules will help you build and maintain proficiency in both areas.
Use this series in the way that makes the most sense for your committee. The modules could be viewed as pre-work to live training, a refresher of key learning points after training. You can view the entire collection from start to finish or watch individual content areas as the need arises.
We'll be your hosts throughout this series
We'll guide you through the content areas, provide tips for best practices,
and take you through some demonstrations of successful
and not so successful
labor management committees in action.
So we've told you a little bit about how labor management committees can benefit your workplace.
But you don't just have to take our word for it. There are plenty of other members of successful committees out there who agree.
I couldn't see a workplace that would function with any kind of normality without labor management.
When I first became a manager, I had a workplace that did not have a labor management committee. And I know exactly what it was like. There was all kinds of issues with grievances and disciplines, and no one knew what the rules were, or the rules changed depending on who you talked to.
I think that's why the labor management committees were created, because you had to have some consistency.
I consider that the Labor Management Committee meetings are a forum for ideas. We've been able to develop those ideas and have an end product that's really worthwhile.
What we've done is, through labor management, enter into pilot agreements and pilot programs that provide for part-time employees to basically receive prorated benefits.
One of the things that we accomplished as a committee was a special driving course for the direct care people. It taught people a special technique on how to drive with the disabled in the van during all types of weather, and we've had less accidents.
I work for a division called Fleet Administration, and we were able to, through the labor management program, get all of our mechanics certified by New York State in the air conditioning repair area, and that allowed us to do more work in-house, provide a better service to our customers in a more timely fashion, and keep work inside instead of contracting out.
If the people are in an environment where it's a happy, healthy work environment, then they're productive. That goes a long way.
Once you have successes and the employees see that, you know, I had a complaint about, you know, the lighting in the back parking lot, and wow, they were out there taking care of that, you know, on Thursday. So they see that it's not just words, it's not just, you know, a good feeling that things actually are accomplished.